Well, growing up in Daytona Beach, we grew up around NASCAR. And so NASCAR back in the 70s, it wasn't what it is today. So I love old NASCAR, the Richard Petty, the Davy, Allison. I actually left a dear friend's house yesterday and noticed that her address was 8811. And I was like, oh, I bet you didn't know, but your address was Darrell Waltrip drove both those cars. And she's like, what? I'm like, yeah, of course. But that, my vacation growing up was going to Talladega. Everybody else went to Disney World. We went to Talladega. I was very blessed. My dad was a part of the Speedway, so we got to enjoy Victory Lane and do things that maybe I didn't realize that I got to do things that other kids didn't. So I enjoyed NASCAR. I enjoyed the beach. In the 80s, when everybody was flocking to Daytona for spring break, my dad, he was getting ready to retire from the police department. They needed somebody to be in charge of the beach. And so the city was in charge of the beach at the time. As a police officer, you work for the city. So they asked my dad to be the beach master. So that was the thing back then. So for the last 10 years of him being with the police department, well, he stayed on. They said, well, you stay on. We need somebody to oversee the beach, somebody who will represent the city here on the beach, who will take care of the people. So somebody who basically has the power to arrest, but really is more about taking care of the people, keeping people safe. And so for the last 10 years of his career, he was the beach master. It was pretty nice. Back there in those times when you had MTV and all of that, I had a front row seat. Daddy would go down there and cone me off a spot next to my favorite vendor, so I didn't have to walk far to get my Coke and what have you. And I'd have the sheet that told me, who was, what bands were performing. And so, yeah, combination of both the beach and the Speedway and just being a homer there in Daytona. Life was pretty good. I had it pretty darn good.